Hi, welcome. Here's your Go Math lesson 18.2. We are focusing on time to 5 minutes. So how do you tell and show time to 5 minutes? It says draw the hour hand and the minute hand to show the time. Let's read the question. Sophia goes to music at 10:30. She goes to the playground at 11. She eats lunch at 11:30. Show the time Sophia does these things. So the first thing she does is go to music class at 10:30. So the small hand or the hour hand is 10. That means it's right here between the 10 and the 11. And the big hand is 30, which is the minutes. That means it's on the 6. So the time is 10:30. And again, the 10:30 is between the 10 and the 11. And write 10:30 here, as though this is a digital clock. All right, let's look at the next thing she does. She goes to the playground at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock means when something is o'clock, that means the big hand is on the 12, and the small hand is the hour hand that's on the 11. This clock here shows me 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. And then the last thing Sophia does is she eats lunch at 11:30. So when it's 11:30, the small hand is between the 11 and the 12. And then the big hand, which is the minute hand, is on the 6, which means 30. So here, this clock shows 11:30. The reason it's not between the 10 and the 11 is because in 30 minutes after, it's not going to be 11 o'clock. 30 minutes more, it's going to be 12 o'clock. So here, the time is 11:30. Let me show you what I mean when I say that. So using my teacher clock, the first time is 10:30, right? So she does music class at 10:30, just like that. See how the small hand is in between the 10 and the 11? And if I go up 30 more minutes, it's what? It's 11 o'clock, right? So that's why 11 o'clock looks like this. All right, and the big hand is exactly on the 12. It's 11 o'clock. And then 30 minutes later, she goes to Okay, I'm sorry about that. The computer turned off and it glitched. Okay, so going back to what I was saying, the first thing she did was at 10:30, which was music class. And then after music class, she goes to the playground at 11. So we stopped there. I was showing you that 30 minutes after 10:30. So here's 10:30. 30 minutes after 10:30 is 11 o'clock. And then it says she goes to lunch at 11:30. Well, if that means 30 more minutes, if she goes to lunch in 30 more minutes, then this is 11:30. See how the small hand is between the 11 and the 12? The hour of 11, and then the big hand is on the 6, which means 30. All right, moving on. What does it mean when the minute hand points to the 7? So if the minute hand points to the 7, then it's what? 35. And I know that because I'm counting by 5 starting at 12. The hour hand points between the 10 and the 11. The minute hand points to the 7. So if I look at this clock right here, the time is 10:35. 10, I know the hour of 10 because the hour hand is right there between the 10 and the 11. And remember, I always told you to go the hour before. So it's 10, and the minute hand is on the 7, which means 35 minutes. So the time shows 10:35. Now here, digital clocks also show time. Digital clocks show us the hour first and then the minutes after the hour here. So draw clock hands for this time. So here it shows us 8:50. So that means that if I take out my clock, the hour hand is going to be on the 8, right? That's 8 o'clock. 8:50, so this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. This is 8:50. Miss Yusuf, it looks like the small hand, the hour hand is on the 9. It's not exactly on the 9. If you look really closely, it's on that tick mark right before the 9. That means it's 10 more minutes until 9. That means in 10 more minutes, 5, 10, it's going to be 9. That's why it's not 9 yet. It's still 8. So this clock here shows us 8:50. 8:50. All right? So again, the hour hand is going to be between the 8 and the 9, closer to the 9. So I'm going to draw that here. The hour hand is between the 8 and the 9, closer to the 9. Oops, Miss Yusuf made a mistake. What did I tell you guys yesterday? When we draw the hour hand should not be super long. It should be before the dotted circle. The minute hand goes all the way to the rim of the clock. So here this is 8 and 50 would be 45, 50. That means 50 would be on the 10 and it would be all the way to the rim. So that shows me 8:50. Okay? I know it looks really close to 9, but please try to understand that it is close to 9. It's almost 9. It's 10 minutes till 9. Not 9 yet. It's still 8:50. All right. Let's keep going. Look at the clock hands. Write the times. So here we have 3, and this is 20, and this is 25. The reason, Miss Yusuf, how do you know it's the hour of 3? Because it's not exactly on the 4, it's not exactly on the 3, it's between the two. So remember, I always told you to look at the hour before. So it's 3, and then the minute hand is easy, that's on the 5. Remember, this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So the 5 would be 25 minutes. So it's 3:25. All right, moving on. Number 2, I have the hour hand is on the 9, and the minute hand is on the 1, which means what? 5, right? This is 05. So when you write this on the digital clock, you're not going to write 9, 5. That's going to look really silly. Instead, it should say 9:05. 9:05. Okay, that one was easy. Let's look at number 3. Number 3, the hour hand is between the 11 and the 12. Remember, it's not on the 12 yet. It's almost on the 12. So you look at the hour before. That means the hour is 11 o'clock. And the minute hand is on the 8. So this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So the time here is 11:40. Please try to understand that it's not 12:40 because the big hand is not on the 12 yet. Let me show you. 11:40. Right? This is 11 o'clock, right? 15, 11:25, 11:30. This is 11:40. Look, the big hand is not on the 12 yet. But when this minute hand moves up, see how the hour hand moved up too? Because it's 60 more minutes, and now it's 12. So it's not 12:40, it's 11:40. It's not 12 o'clock yet. It's still the hour of 11. Now it's the hour of 12. Get it? Okay, with time you will, I promise. All right, I want you to try to do number 4, 5, and 6 on your own, and then we'll go over it together. So go ahead and work on number 4, 5, and 6 and pause the video now. All right, let's look at number 4. The hour hand or the small hand is between the 12 and the 1, right? It's close to the 1, but it's not on the 1. It's between the 12 and the 1. And the big hand, which is the minute hand, is on the 10. So the hour is not 1 o'clock yet. See, if I go up to the clock, now it's 1 o'clock. So if it's still on the 10, then it's not a clock yet. It's not 1 o'clock yet. It's the hour before 1, which is 12. It's 12 o'clock. So the hour is still 12, and the minute, if I count by 5s from 1, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So the time here is 12:50. Okay? 12:50. Let's look at number 5. Number 5, the hour hand is on the 7. There we go. It looks like this. The hour hand or the small hand is pointing to the 7, and then the big hand is pointing to the 3, which is 15. So the time here is 7:15. That was an easy one. Sometimes it gets a little challenging if the minute hand or the long hand is past the 6, because it looks like the hour hand is really close to the next hour, which it is. But it's not the next hour yet. Don't get confused. It's still the hour before. It's not the next hour until the big hand is on the 12. Okay? So for like these, where the big hand is before the 6, where the big hand is on this side, those are pretty easy to tell what the hour is. But when the big hand becomes on this side, sometimes it's a little harder to tell. Like here, the big hand is on the other side, right? So here, it looks like it's 6. Look, it looks like, Miss Yusuf, it's pointing exactly on the 6. Not really. I mean, almost really close to the 6, but not really. Let me show you why. This is 6 o'clock. The time that they're showing us is 55. Not 6:55, but 5:55. Why is it the hour before 5:55? Because if I go 5 more minutes up, that's 6. So I can't say 6:55. It's not 6 o'clock yet. So how are you going to have the hour of 6? It's 5:55. Did you get that? It's still the hour of 5, but it's 55. Because look at the minute hand. It's on the 11, which is 55. That means if we count up, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Do you understand? It's 5:55, not 6:55. It's not 6 o'clock yet. Now it's 6 o'clock. Okay, it's 5:55. All right, let's move on. Look at the time. Draw the minute hand to show the same time. So here it says 7:25, so you're going to draw the minute hand at the 25. Look, this is easy. They already have the hour hand. All you have to do is add the minute hand. So I'm going to give you a chance to do number 7, 8, and 9. When you're done, you can unpause the video. Go ahead and pause the video now. Okay, now that you've had time to do 7, 8, and 9, let's go over what you did. The big hand should be on the 5 here because the 5 is 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It is 7:25. Here, the big hand should be on the 10 because this time here is 1:50, and if you count by 5s to this 10, then it's going to be 55. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. This one is 5:05, so this is 0 and this is 5, so the big hand will be pointing to the 1, 5:05. All right, we're almost done, guys. Hang in there. Draw the clock hands to show the time, then write the times. My hour hand points between the 8 and the 9. Hour hand is the small hand, and it's pointing between what? The 8 and the 9. Draw that in there. In 35 minutes, it will be the next hour. What time is it? If in 35 minutes it'll be the next hour, that means the big hand is where? If in 35, they're not saying put it on 35. No, they're saying in 35 minutes. Well, I know this is 30 minutes, and I know here this would be 35 minutes. Right? Let's check that. So this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So in 35 minutes, it's going to be the next hour. So what time is it? If the hand is between the 8 and the 9, then the hour is 8. And if the big hand is on the 5, then it's 8:25. All right, let's move on. Number 11, Mr. Bradley fixes broken computers. Look at the start and finish times for his work on one computer. How many minutes did he work on the computer? He started at 4 and he ended at 5. That means he worked for a whole hour. And remember what I told you guys yesterday? 1 hour is the same as 60 minutes. 1 hour is the same as 60 minutes. Equals 60 minutes. Okay, I'm going to abbreviate minutes. MIN is abbreviated for minutes. All right, so now you are going to complete page 612 to 614 on your own, and you're also going to do the worksheet lesson 88, time to minute. It's stapled with your work, and the next page after that, which is tricky time. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Try your best, and I will see you later. Bye.